Hey, yo, howdy. Hands. Yo, it would be a shame if I didn't edit this to put this thing in the bottom right. Is that the bottom right or the bottom left? Hello, I'm back. I made a video yesterday about One Piece and Luffy and how the fans are ruining his character by trying to just power fetishize him. Go check that out. Or don't. Anyway, I'm back again today to talk about my favorite shounen anime, Dragon Ball. So this is gonna be a bit of a discussion. So anyway, Dragon Ball was like the first anime. Well, actually, Dragon Ball Z technically first anime I ever experienced, right? And so it has that seated in there, right? And I get it, nostalgia. You just blah blah blah. I get it. I get it. But no, because I actually watch and read Dragon Ball to this day. Like I watched the Raditz saga, or the Saiyan saga rather, like last month. Still lit. I don't care what nobody say. Raditz pulling up and just one-shotting everybody at Master Roshi's house, and then say, "Hey, I'm gonna kill everybody, and I'm stealing your son. Let me know if you're gonna join me." Blah blah, and just floating away. I said, incredible. That's great. But anyway, I say what I'd say. I enjoy Dragon Ball not because of how popular it is, not because of the power fetishization. I enjoy it because of the characters. Yeah, I know. Y'all have heard a lot of the nonsense lies that there's no story in Dragon Ball. Y'all have heard the nonsense lies that there are no character development and nothing like that. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? I heard all that lies, but I read and watch, so I know that's not true. Let me just explain this in the smallest way I can try, right? Okay. So let's start from, let me just pick an arc. Let's go with the Android saga. Let me try to explain just a little bit of the story of the Android saga. Let me use this chair as a fucking stepping stool. So it starts off, right? Our main protagonist and hero, Kakarot, or Goku, he is lost in space or whatever, and they're waiting for his return. Meanwhile, a random stranger appears and warns everybody that Frieza. No, wait, does he warn everybody that Frieza's gonna come? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. They get news that Frieza is on the way, and they start preparing to go fight Frieza, right? And then when they get there, they're all pretty much sure it's cooked. The whole gang is like, yeah, Frieza's returned, so we're just gonna die. Then this random stranger shows up and just kills Frieza and Frieza's dad, like quickly, swiftly. This random stranger turns out to be from the future, and he's actually the son of the best friend of our main protagonist, Goku, which is Bone. Or actually not best friend, like big sister character. Best friend, sister, you can put it either way. He's also the son of our main character's arch nemesis / rival, Vegeta. And he unveils a secret alternate future where different events happen, right? And that's just part one. The mystery of who his dad is also in the story too, but we don't even know that Vegeta's his father. We find that out later. We know all that now, but back then we had no idea. This was intriguing. Who is this Saiyan? Where'd he come from? Moving on. We then get they then wait for Goku to show up, right? Goku shows up, him and Trunks both go Super Saiyan. They go, what? Huh? We're sitting here in the stands like, huh? So anyway, Trunks then warns them that androids are coming. Killer deadly androids are coming from somewhere, from the future. Not really, but he warns them about killer deadly androids. So they all go train to fight these killer deadly androids. Then later, the killer deadly androids show up. Trunks shows up with all the gang. He says, who are they? And they go, what? What do you mean, who are they? Ain't these the killer androids? And they go, and then Trunks goes, no, I don't know. I've never seen these niggas. So everybody in the stands goes, what? You know, who are these niggas? They then go on an epic little crusade to chase them down. and fight him, whatever, and chase him down, that type of thing. Then they find this little secret lair where the actual androids that he saw from the future are. And this is where it starts to get interesting because a lot of people don't even understand the character of these androids. And I'm talking about 17, 18, and 16. They're not evil or violent. They're traumatized and assaulted. They were captured, experimented on, and enslaved. And when our heroes get to the cave and Dr. Gero tries to activate them, they betray him and pretty much kill their slave master and try to escape. Trunks from the future, seeing these two faces that he equates to just evil, just attacks them off the rip. Imagine you escape your slave master and then you just get shot at, right? And then they don't even try to kill him. They don't try to even fight him. They get attacked by these people and just defend themselves and then just leave. I said, oh, they're not even really on shit. They're just like, yo, we just want to live. Like, we're just happy we're free. Who are they? Man, let's get up out of here. That's all they do. 17 is just a young guy who, wants to be free. And he's happy with his freedom and his power. And no one can stop him. That's his whole character. He's not out there to hurt people. And he eventually becomes like a nature preserve guy. Like he doesn't really want to do evil. He just gets attacked because of the situation. 18 doesn't care about none of that stuff. She don't care about fighting. She don't care about who's stronger. She don't care about none of that. All she cares about is living a regular life, shopping, chilling, eating. She just rocking with her brother because that's her brother. She said, oh, I'm with you, twin. 16 don't care about shit. He's like, oh, the air, birds, nature, fresh air. That's 16's character. And the funny part about it was, I remember 17 was like, hey man, I'm the strongest person here. 16 was much stronger than him. He ain't even respond. He just ignored that nigga. He said, nigga, look at that sunset, gang. I'm free. But anyway, the killer androids weren't really killer androids. They were just, abused, psychologically traumatized, and attacked people. But anyway, so then these killer androids beat up our guys and run off. And then later on, we find out that this other android bug creature was created. And all this time traveling, like, I can't even really get into how much is going on in this narrative because there's so much happening. Even me trying to explain, Even me trying to explain this arc is starting to confuse me because there's so much happening. So for me to listen to people say there's no character, there's no story, I'm like, what are you talking about? But I know what it is. It's because of the Team 4-star thing. DBZ Abridged. Love it. But a lot of people got so attached to that they think that the characterization in that and the storytelling in that are the actual characters and stories. Like, people think that Goku was a bad father. Bro, Goku was about to crash out every single time. About his sons? Bro, that's why I like the Raditz thing. When Raditz showed up, one shot both Krillin and Goku, right? And then grabbed Gohan, Goku's son, and was about to take him. Goku said, oh, no, not my son. Y'all don't realize that when Goku was younger in Dragon Ball, his original story, he was just like Luffy, like literally just like Luffy. Dumb, didn't really understand anything, didn't know what marriage was. So seeing him ready to crash out as a grown-ass man about his son, you say, oh, he done stepped up and matured. Oh, I didn't realize Kakarot was going to be like this. So that was a proud moment. It was almost as goosebump giving as when in the Cell Saga when Cell shot Trunks after he came back and Vegeta said, oh no, not about my son, and flew at Cell and turned Super Saiyan Wildfly. I said, oh, I don't know. People crashing out about their kids that shit always gets me. But anyway, yeah, bad father for crashing out about his son and then dying about his son. Like, I don't I don't get it. Like, I could never understand how people could say that. I can never understand because he did it twice, didn't he? He did it in Cell Saga. Well, he did that for everybody, but mainly for his son. He gave his son a speech. He said, "Hey, listen, man, hit them books, listen to your mama, and I'm proud of you." I'm about to tear up. I'm about to tear up, my nigga. Anyway, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, and and the reason why it's still my greatest of all time, it isn't because of nostalgia, because like I said, I can still nostalgia is when you think back on the past fondly and you're like, I remember back when we used to play freeze tag. This is not just fond memories. To this day I still read. If you read the manga, if you read the beginning of the Buu saga where Gohan starts going to high school, that is great. I ain't gonna lie to you, that is some great slice of life shounen manga. I ain't gonna cope. But and I read that maybe like 3 weeks ago or something. Reread it. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, because it's my favorite. I reread East Blue like maybe once a year. Is that nostalgia? Nah, it's just good. like it's just good. But anyway, it isn't about power. It isn't about nostalgia. It is about good storytelling and characters. And you know what I think I'm gonna have to do? I think I'm gonna have to go through. Maybe I'm not gonna go through arcs. That's boring. I'm gonna go through characters. Yeah. I think I'm gonna start with the females because, so like I said in the last video, Bulma is my favorite character from Dragon Ball. I don't care who you are, what you got to say. I'm not a strength fetishist, so I don't really give a fuck that she's not super duper all powerful. I really don't even really care about the fact that she's super duper intelligent, even though that's like a buff for her. It's mainly about her standing on business ability. She stands on business. Let me just explain this in the smallest of details before, because I'm gonna make a video on her. But this is Bulma's character. She is hyper intelligent, capable of inventing anything she wants. She was able to come up with a time traveling machine, space traveling machines, gravity machines. She's able to take technologies from alien civilizations and things like that and just like look at them, process it, refigure it out. She's able to turn computers into like what did she turn the computer into? Like a drone, and sent it over to go when they were doing the Raditz thing. Then she sent like a drone over. No wait, was that the Raditz thing? What am I remembering, y'all? It was at some point she was at, what was that Dragon Ball? Oh yeah, it was that Dragon Ball with the King Piccolo thing. No. I'm losing my mind. At some point, they were trapped at Kame's house with no technology to get away. And she had to build a drone to go and try and see what was happening. But I can't remember what the fuck. I can't remember what that was at this point. It was way back then, though. It was like, if it wasn't Saiyan Saga, it was in Dragon Ball. I'd have to go back to do that for the video. But anyway, she's super intelligent, right? Can do all these things. Can't figure out how to find a decent guy. So you know what she's going to do? She's going to go wish for one. But every single time they find the Dragon Balls, which is all on her, because she invents the Dragon Radar that can locate them, right? It's all on her. She's a genius. And funny enough, the Dragon Radar puts them at such an advantage on so many situations. When they got the Namek, the only reason that they were like outclassing all these people that were like 1,000 times stronger than them was because of that radar, and they was able to track the Dragon Balls. But anyway, she's able to do all this stuff and has to wish for a guy. But every single time they get to the wish, she always allows a better wish to be done. Saving someone, protecting someone, whatever it is. She, excuse me. She never values her personal whatever over the greater good, even though she deserves to. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's great character to me. I'll mess with that. But anyway, that's enough for today. I don't even know what this title's gonna be, but anyway, peace. Peace. Peace.